again with another live. I hope that everybody is doing well, and I hope that everybody is staying safe. So, as usual, you guys, we're not going to be on here for too long. But I just wanted to come on and see how everybody is doing in the new year. My phone keeps sliding down for some reason. It doesn't want to stay up. Okay. So yeah, happy New Year, everybody. Let me take a look here. We got ESD, addictions, insecurities. So yeah, guys, I pretty much, hello. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the topic at hand. You know, this is something that a lot of us deal with, and you know, it is a new year, so it's good that we all go into the new year on a good note, on a good start. Now, if you have had a rough start the new year already, you know, try not to beat yourself up. Just understand that it happens. It's a normal thing, you know, but, you know, get back on track and, you know, try your best to regain your focus and keep pushing, you know, keep going forward because that's really the only thing that you can do, right? Let me see. Focus. And again, if this is you guys' first time watching me, again, I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006. And since 2017, I've been helping former victims heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, it's a new year, you guys. Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions? For those of you that watch the playback, make sure that you do leave a comment below and kind of talk about that. And you guys, I posted this in the community tab. If any of you guys want to do a group coaching for healing emotionally after dealing with trauma, I would really love to put together like a group effort course that will help former victims and survivors of narcissistic abuse, or it doesn't have to just be narcissistic abuse, but it could just be any, you know, mental health challenge or, you know, any addictions, codependencies, insecurities, you know, things of that nature, where we can do a group coaching course. And thank you. I appreciate it. I might have to take them off because the sun is not out as much. But thank you, though. Hello, welcome. You're from India? That's cool. I'm like super stoked to know that I have people from India chiming in on my videos. I think before there was someone from Europe, someone from the Middle East, and I think in Africa. I was so super stoked about that. Make sure that you guys give the video a like. I did have a session today, so shout out to those of you that booked sessions with me. Thank you so much for the continuation of the support. As always, you guys, if you ever, I am from the United States. I am an American myself, born and raised, U.S. citizen. So yeah. But yeah, so pretty much, you know, it's a good time to, you know, refocus and to get back on track. You're from China. Oh my, first time hearing that. Okay, welcome. How is it out there in China? And you're from England? Cool edits. That's awesome. India. So we got China, we got India, we got England, we got US. Where is everybody else from? And anybody, please post, do you have any New Year's resolutions or anything like that for the new year, you guys? Please let me know. How was you guys' new year? How are you guys feeling right now? How is your mental health on the scale of 1 to 10? Make sure that you guys put the number. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're from India. Thank you for the wonderful comment. That means the world. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. It means a lot, seriously. Thank y'all. It keeps me going. So, and again, if you guys have not, it is called the recovery room. So please feel free to do that. Texas in the building. Okay, Texas. What part of Texas, if you don't mind me asking? I love Texas. What's up? All right. Yeah, Texas, you guys have amazing food. You guys have big portions of food, which I really love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. So yeah, with that, like I said, you know, you said I know your language. Oh, okay. All right, awesome. Hey. Temple, Texas. Oh wait, is that near Dallas or Houston? Let me know which part is that close by, because I'm familiar with Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin. I think that's it for the most part. So, and please forgive me for the background. I have people walking by, so please bear with me. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So yeah, you guys, right now it is 3:34 where I'm at. I'm Eastern Standard Time. Oh, you're okay. It's nearby Austin. I'm very familiar with Austin. I love Austin a lot. So yeah, but Happy New Year, you guys. How's everybody's New Year going thus far? Is everybody, enjoying it? Do you guys have any plans for the New Year? Anything exciting? I would love to know. But yeah, so like I said, I kind of wanted to talk more on the healing of narcissistic. Happy New Year, you guys. Like I said, dealing with emotional trauma is not easy, like I said. And if you guys are interested, please let me know. I know I put it in the community tab, but if you guys want to do like a group coaching to where we all get together, like either it's weekly or bi-weekly, and we help each other as a group, overcome certain emotional trauma. So you might be like, well, Joy, what is emotional trauma? And we'll definitely get more in depth into that. But basically, emotional trauma is something that has affected you, and it's hard for you to overcome it, right? It's hard for you to forget about it. Maybe it was something you feel like violated you, or maybe you felt like it was something that really tormented you, or it made you feel just really unsafe. It made you feel scared. Maybe you felt fearful or nervous or confused, shell-shocked. How do you do the timeout? How do you guys do the moderator stuff? I don't know about the moderator. I think I need to get a moderator in here because we do have some trolls. How do you do that, Cushy? Because some people just do stuff for attention, and, I understand that. Yeah, so I try to remove them, so that's good. But I'm gonna have to get a moderator. Who would want to be a moderator for the channel? Raise your hands, you guys. But yeah, I definitely was thinking about starting the new year off right, and it's really good to really put your mental health first, of course. For those of you that live with narcissists, or you have narcissistic coworkers or bosses or family members or friends, associates, that is something to keep in mind and to be aware of. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it looks. Okay, so I did the timeout. Individual. Okay, yeah, I put that person in timeout. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So yeah, thank you for that advice, Cushy. Thank you so much. So, but yeah, so again, we're kind of going over emotional trauma. So, like I said, if any of you guys have an interest in that, make sure that you do go ahead and send me an email, and you can do so at livenarcfree9@gmail.com, and you can put it in the subject you are interested in the healing emotionally after trauma, after narcissistic abuse. So put that in the subject line to let me know specifically your interest in that. Because, I just feel like it's just a good year to start new, to start fresh, and to really get down to, dealing with the things that really bother us, but maybe we don't speak on it. I mean, yeah, it happens, because, let's be honest. No, I don't. I wish I could speak Hindu. I would really love to be able to speak Hindu. That would be awesome. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So just understand, if you're dealing with emotional trauma, like things like CPTSD, addictions, insecurities, take it one step at a time. You don't have to rush and get everything done and, healed. Remember, healing is not overnight. It's a while, it's a long time. And a lot of people do get traumatized, right? And they don't speak on it. They don't say anything, and it just comes out, Thank you. It comes out at the wrong time, at the wrong place, unfortunately. So you don't want to be one of those people where, maybe you've been traumatized by something and, you never got the help that you needed, or you never started your healing journey, or, and this is, again, not pointing fingers, not trying to make anybody feel bad. Thank you, Kushi. I appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. So, but yeah, like, you just want to make sure you're emotionally stable, right? Because if you've been a victim of narcissistic abuse, of narcissistic trauma, or you've been victimized, or you've been traumatized, or you've been manipulated or deceived, or whatever the case may be, it's hard to talk about it. I get it, right? It's hard to think about it. It's hard to deal with. It's hard to... It's difficult. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. So, and I know even me myself, at first I was not okay with talking about, what happened to me with my aunt, and the male narc as well, and, things of that nature. So you have to be really careful, talking about things like that. And even if you're at a point where you still don't want to mention it, you don't want to talk about it, that's understandable too. But, eventually it's going to come out, so you just want to make sure that you're in a space where, you can eventually start working on that recovery. Because if you don't, then, you might end up being a person that's alone, or, miserable, or, things of that nature. So with that being said, and thank you, Kushi. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, make sure you like it, share it, Kushi, share it with your subscribers and things like that. Share. So it can help somebody. You never know what people are going through. There's a lot of people, you guys, you don't know what they're dealing with. That's why I always tell people, it's like, be kind, be respectful, treat people how you want to be treated. Now, if you have to be a certain way, let's say if you're not in a good mood, you are upset, maybe you're tired, you're frustrated, and you want to act out or do something, I understand, but just remember there's consequences for that, right? And maybe something is not going your way. The best thing that you can do at this point, what I've been learning, is to go ahead, just walk away. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it. Don't say it, because at the end of the day, you will get karma for that. You see what I'm saying? So you just want to make sure that you're in the best position as possible, and you put yourself in a space where you can get the resources you need. You can get the support, the guidance, the empowerment, the motivation, the inspiration that you need, so you can go ahead and be peaceful, be happy, and be set free of abuse. Because to be honest, one of the things that I've learned, you guys, if you don't deal with any addictions that you have now, or memories or insecurities, they don't go anywhere. I don't have any of you guys raise your hand. Have you guys noticed that? Like, let's say if there's an event that happened, and let's say Okay, good night. See you soon. Yeah, it's actually still during the daytime over here. It's 3:43. Wow, in India it's 2:12. Oh my. Wow. Okay, but yes, good night. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys, just kind of keep that in mind. But I just wanted to do this video is not going to be long. This just was a just following up with you guys for the new year, and we'll definitely get into more topics as far as like the things that you guys want to mention, and what really is challenging for you, because I know everybody has different addictions, different insecurities, different traumas, and things like that. Well, yes, good morning. Good morning for you, good night for me. So we do have that. But yeah, and also another thing I want to leave with you guys, and just let's say if you've been traumatized, you're not a bad person. If you've been victimized, it's unfortunately it has become normal, but it doesn't make you a bad person, right? If you've been taken advantage of, that doesn't mean that you're a horrible person and that you deserve that. That just means that that was the circumstance and it did happen. But remember, it's your responsibility to overcome that. Now, the person that did that to you, they don't care. I mean, because if they did, they wouldn't have done that, right? So it's really up to you. You have to be the one to take action, right? You have to be the one to heal. You have to recover. You have to do the inner work, and it sucks because you would be like, well, dang, like the person that traumatized me needs to do this, do that, and put in the work. But it's like, it doesn't work that way. You get what I'm saying? So like, for instance, the narcissist, if they mistreat you or whatever like that, they don't care. I mean, they did it on purpose, so you got to heal from that, unfortunately. But the good thing is that you don't have to do it alone, like I always say, right? So that's why, again, I always say I have my coaching sessions that I, have with my clients, my students, and the people that, I mentor and things like that. And we have the self-help books. We have the Healing in the Recovery Room, which is a free support service. We have the readings that definitely provides with clarity, guidance, and, a sense of direction, things like that. So, that's really a big thing. And that's why I said the group coaching, I think, is going to be really great, because it's sometimes people do like one-on-one, but other people like on more of a group setting. And I really, especially for the trauma, emotional trauma, or it could be mental trauma, it could be physical trauma for some, but I think really the emotions are really important, because if you can learn to control yourself, you control your emotions, then you got a big grip. You got a big side of things that's going to be healing for you, because if you've mastered one part of yourself, then you can begin to master other areas in your life and kind of go from there. But you have to start. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense, you guys. I don't want to go too in depth, because I know the new year is just starting. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. What do we always say? We take it one day at a time, baby steps. Things like that. But yes, just understand, please do not hesitate to reach out. I would love to support any of you guys that are watching, and that really want support. I know that there are people that reach out to me and that are not serious, that are just, I don't know, I'm not judging, but I only want people to reach out that are serious and that really want to heal, that really want to change, that they want to do things differently this year. They really want to heal those emotional traumas. I'm telling you guys, there's people out here, you guys, they get traumatized on a daily basis and nothing ever happens. That, like, they just, I think the biggest thing, and again, I'm not judging people, I'm saying because this is something that I did in the past. So this is how I know. So let's say, for instance, if a person's been traumatized by a narcissist, right? So a lot of times, they may just ignore it, or they may deny it, or they may pretend like it never happened. And I get why a person would do that, because it makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel maybe less vulnerable, I guess, or less like they had, like something happened to them or whatever. It might make them feel safe in a certain way. But when you can acknowledge, like, hey, this did happen to me. Hey, I am a victim of this. then you can begin to do the work you need so that way you can protect yourself in the future. Because let's say if you're in denial about the obvious, then you see how it can keep happening. It still might happen, but it won't be as bad if you are, doing the inner work and you're improving yourself and you're, doing little things that's going to really help you heal emotionally. Does that make sense, you guys? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, but that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to share that project with you. I wanted you guys let me know, because with that healing emotionally after dealing with trauma, after narcissistic abuse, that's going to help a lot of people. I'm telling you, it's going to help with the triggers. It's going to help with the memories, especially the negative memories, the ruminations that a lot of us feel. It's going to help with the flashbacks. It's going to help with, the CPTSD a lot of us deal with. And like I said, with it being in a group setting, you can see and know that it's not just you that has gone through this, right? And if all is well, I would love for it to actually be for 90 days. I think that would be even better. But I think we can start with 30 days and kind of see how it goes. But again, if you are interested in that group coaching course called Healing Emotional Trauma After Narcissistic Abuse. If you want to learn more about that, make sure you email me right after this live and put in the subject line, I'm interested in the group coaching course. So that way, I can write your name down and, we can set up a time to where we'll all meet. We'll do it through video, or we can do it through the phone, but more than likely video, so we can see you, we can get to know one another, and, have that safe space, have that safe haven. Because again, a lot of people don't want to talk about this type of stuff. And you have every right. If you're the type of person, you're like, hey, I don't want to talk about what I've gone through. It's too hurtful. It's too painful. I don't want to relive that memory. Because a lot of people could feel like I'm re-traumatizing myself. So there's a difference between, healing and talking things out versus, reliving that moment and reliving that experience. And we're definitely not trying to get anyone to relive trauma, right? We're trying to help you to move past it. So that way, even if that memory does come up, it doesn't affect you the same way that it did before when there was nothing being done, if that makes sense, right? So just wanted to keep that in mind. So anyway, I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure that you guys do give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. And also, Happy New Year, you guys. I hope that you enjoy it. But we have some other topics that I did want to talk about. So I'll definitely get those rolling in, because these are actually really important. I was thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, it's really crucial when you think about the things that occur, especially when it comes to dealing with abuse and things like that. Because, some abuse, you can physically see it. Other abuse, again, it's mental, right? Some people will abuse you mentally. Some people will abuse you emotionally, right? Some people will abuse you psychologically, right? And I was always told that the worst abuse is the mental and emotional, because that stays with you the most. Like the physical abuse, yeah, that happens, but the wounds go away, right? The scars, the black eyes, it goes away eventually. But the emotional, mental, psychological, that stays with you, unless you do the inner work. You get your healing, you get therapy. And I've always told people, like, hey, I don't consider myself as a therapist. I'm not a therapist. Disclaimer, I am not a therapist, but what I am is a narcissist abuse coach, and I am a mentor, and I do help counsel people. So I just want to make that clear. So, but yeah, we'll do other videos talking more about this, but this is, I feel like this is really important, and I feel like a lot of people need this. I know that nobody, again, these type of talks, they're not easy, you guys. They're not. They're not, but if I don't do it, who else is going to do it, as I mentioned? So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.